I always wait a couple seconds because restream takes a couple seconds to get started. Hopefully we have some people watching, but I don't see anything yet. But Christina and Manny were in there already. And
Cool.
yeah, there they are. Okay. So we
Longtime
got some
friends. Yes. Good evening,
people.
guys.
Yeah, hello. Sorry, got something in my eye. Dog fur, probably, of course.
Nothing wrong with that.
Um, yeah, so I was telling Christina earlier, Steve was supposed to be here to continue his plastic Disneyland sign, but he has cousins in town, I
His
believe.
family's visiting.
So
I
he's
think from the I think from the Netherlands.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
hasn't seen it in a while, so he kind of just
Right.
ditched us and doing the family thing.
Right.
So
Priorities, man.
I've been wanting to make some newer signs that I haven't ever done before.
I'm very excited about this.
Yeah. So there's two of them that I really want to do. The other one, I'm not sure how I want to do it yet, so I picked
Right.
this one. The other one being Big Thunder Mountain,
Cool.
and so this one being Gordon Horseshoe.
Oh yes. The
So
original
the original.
Disneyland Resort Anaheim Golden Horseshoe. 1955 Wally Bogue.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Um, Manny says, "Hello, boys."
Evening, Manny. Good to see you.
Um, so I kind of already found images that I like.
Right.
Well, I found two, but I'm gonna stick with the one, and I gotta straighten it out a tiny bit, which I'll do. I wanted to do on camera, but
Excellent.
um, just to give a little, I don't know, objective of what we're trying to do here. We're gonna do this in real time, so I'm gonna start from an image and just basically start tracing it out. Um, I'm gonna do this in Photoshop for now. I'm probably gonna start with the font because I tried to look for the font and I could not find one that exists that was exactly like that. And usually I'll start with another font that's close, but in this case, it just makes sense to do it from scratch.
Ah,
And there's only a few different letters throughout this whole thing. So we make one, we can copy it. We make a D, we can probably use half of that for the E, that kind of thing. So that's what we're gonna do. I don't know how long this is gonna take, but I want to do this whole sign in real time. So how long? Like we'll do this for like an hour, and if we go past that, then we'll stop and we're gonna continue on the next one.
right.
So it may
Cool.
be many parts. But as far as design goes, this should be a relatively easier sign.
Right.
The border, which I'll show you in a second, has the little accents or
Right.
filigree or whatever you want to call
Yeah,
it,
the filigree.
and those for the most part can be repeated because they kind of connect and it goes around. There's like I think there's like 4 or 5 different shapes maybe.
Yes.
Um,
Well,
so
you're talking about we're talking about DLRA's original, right?
yeah, so
So
while we're
if
doing this,
right,
I'll show it.
right. So if we look at it, we can see that there are definitely elements of filigree at about, it looks like right now, just off the top of my head, about 17 or 18 different points. But the main filigree being right under the lettering, and then the two right up against the horseshoe would be
Right,
your primary filigree, and then your secondary filigree is with the scrolling of the gold gilt on the border of the sign.
right. And if we look at those, like obviously these two are the same, but
Hmm.
these two are the same. They're just in reverse.
Right,
And then I think this is the same. It's just kind of a smaller.
right. And you are aware that this sign was actually painted in 24 karat gold paint, right?
Uh, Originally, I don't know if it still is.
Originally, yes, in 1955. It was like
Yeah,
Walt spared no expense to his like palace of entertainment, and
yeah,
that's why the sign was actually painted in actual 24 karat gold plate or gold paint.
right. And I this isn't the photo I took. I had another one, but it was on an angle.
Right.
Um, but when I was doing the SEA sign,
Hmm.
I was doing the gold rub and buff,
Right.
and that's when I just popped in my head. It's like, oh, this should be the next sign I make, So I kind of got the idea from that.
No, this is a solid sign. Like, I'm sure this would be very popular because if you do this, this means you can do a diamond horseshoe sign as well.
Yeah, and I don't currently have any from Disney World that I
Okay.
made.
Oh, Kenny and I will get you one. No problem.
Um, so let me talk about this for
Yeah.
a sec. So this has a red border,
Yep.
and this sort of does too. It's
Yes.
very faint, so I'm
Very
not going to
slight.
worry about that.
Okay.
Um, and if you know, I don't like to do everything exact. I like to emphasize that I'm using a laser, right?
Right.
So we have these lines going across, like shiplap kind of
Hmm. Yeah.
thing. So I on the Jungle Cruise, kind of the same thing. So I'm just gonna do a kind of a what they call a score mark.
Right.
It's just like an engraving, but it's just a line. So
Right.
we'll have those lines going across. This I think I'm going to laser engrave, so it's just going to be like a black color, burnt color.
Okay. But you can paint it later, right?
I'm not going to paint it though.
Oh, okay.
I want it to stay like that.
Cool.
Um, and this, I'm not going to paint this white. I'm just going to use a lighter maple wood.
Ah.
Um, and that's kind of how all my signs are. Like I have like a dark color and a lighter color.
Right. Of course.
Um, in this case, I'm going to use all lighter color, and then I'm going to paint the rub and buff on the gold accents.
Ah. Very good.
Now, I think the red on the letters and the horseshoe I do want to add. And if I think about it, if I two ways of doing this, I can use a really thin, like a 1/16 plywood, and put it underneath, or I can laser engrave the edge and then paint that, like spray paint it all over like red, and then
Yeah.
do the rub and buff on top of it.
What
Um,
would be easier?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Okay.
This border is so thin,
Right.
um, and the sign, it's not going to be that big. So
Right. Right.
we're probably talking maybe,
I mean, because you're talking about at scale,
yeah,
you're talking about maybe an inch at scale, but at you know,
yeah. I'm thinking the whole sign width-wise, maybe about 16 inches,
right.
because that's about where the other ones are.
All right. So if it's an inch at actual scale, and you're talking about you want the finished sign widthwise to be at 16 inches, which is roughly like 1/200 scale at that point. So you're talking about maybe 3 millimeters. And I gotta do that, but like 3 millimeters of border at that
Yeah,
point is like scaling down like that. And I'm not even sure that's going to be accurate.
right. So because of that small
Right.
border, I think engraving the edge would be the way to go.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Because if I try to glue those on top of each other, you're gonna mess
Yeah.
that up no matter what.
Yeah.
Um,
And it would take forever too.
yeah. So if I just engrave, like I'll do a 1/8 letter,
Right.
engrave the edges, and then spray paint, and the edges it'll soak up the paint, but you do
Right.
a couple coats, and then we'll put the
Well, you
gold
said
on top
it's
of it.
maple. You said it's going to be maple anyway.
It'll
So
be maple, but
maple's,
the burn will
yeah.
be darker.
I mean, but maple's incredibly porous. So, I mean, yeah, it'll soak it right up.
Yeah. Well, any of it is because really, it's a maple veneer, so
Right.
inside it's all MDF anyway.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. But
So
that veneer's going to suck it right up. Yeah.
right. So I usually
Make
put a
it
clear
pop.
coat on first to kind of
Right.
get that one soaked in, and then paint on top of it.
Oh,
That's the same
cool.
thing I do with the Leaving Today sign.
Right.
Um, So yeah, and the only thing I'm not too sure on yet, because we can see, let me back that up one. These have little lines,
Yes.
and I'm not sure if I want to do those lines because I can just put
Well,
the score in there.
well, they're engraved into the border themselves. I mean, it's all hand carved on
Right.
the original.
I mean, mine's not going to be three dimensional. It'll be
Of course not two
one,
dimensional.
but if I put the engraved line in there, it might, might look pretty cool.
Make it pop.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm just, these ones are not too clean.
Right.
So, um, I might seek assistance from anybody at the parks to take a close up photo of the edges,
Manny, you hear that?
especially this one.
Manny, you hear that? We need some photos.
Yeah. Yeah. Or, Park Brothers there. If you're at the park. um, yeah, I should have taken close up images. Um, but I could kind of see this and I can make my assumptions of what it looks like. Um, but it would be nice to have a kind of a close up on some of
Right,
this.
right.
So, um, see, like this stuff, I can't really tell too much what it is, but sort of. So, um, I guess we just get started. So, like I said, I'm just going to start tracing out the um, the font here and go from there. So, this H obviously is the same sort of, but I think it might be different size a little bit. So, I'll take
Well,
this
yeah.
one and mess with it to make that. But like you can see how this E
Right.
is pretty much the same as this side of the D, or
Yes.
like right there, you can see it.
Right.
This part of the L would be kind of the same as the E. So there's
Mhm.
there's definitely things that we can copy and you know use as a starting base for some of the
As a
other letters.
guide. Yeah.
So um, I guess I'm just going to start with the and just go from there. So I'm going to be using the pin tool because you can draw lines and that's vector. So after I finish drawing this all, I can scale it up and then I'll take it into my other program and do a trace on it, and it'll trace it as a vector object as well.
Right.
And that might seem kind of weird since I'm making it in vector and I'm going to save it and trace it in another program, but Photoshop doesn't save vector as well.
Right.
Um, I should be doing it in Illustrator, but I'm not an Illustrator guy. So that being said,
Which makes sense. I mean, you're not like a graphics artist. I mean,
well, I
why
mean,
would you?
I
Why
am,
would
but
you
I'm
need
not.
it?
I'm not an artist. Like I'm
Right.
a
Like.
graphic designer, not a graphic
Right.
artist or illustrator.
Right. Like. So why would you need like that specialized software?
Yeah,
Exactly.
but I mean, it does have a better ability with
Oh.
vector. So
Ah. I see. So there is an actual needed application.
yeah,
Just how often are you going to use it?
right. I mean, I have the full Adobe thing, so it's not like a big deal. I have it. I
Ah.
just I'm just not great with it. I guess if that makes sense.
That makes
So
sense.
um, thanks, Lawrence. I think it is Lawrence, right? That's can't remember what channel you're on. Um, he says he's gonna try to get somebody to get us photos.
Oh, excellent. Some
Yeah,
close-ups. Cool.
that'd be cool.
Yes.
So,
Absolutely.
basic way I start this usually is with doing straight lines.
Right.
So if I come over here and I hold down Shift, it's still gonna make straight lines. So if I just box this out, and I really only need to do half of this.
Ah,
right? So this I can.
because it'll mirror
Well,
on
there's
the other
no
side.
actual mirror like feature, but I can just copy it and put it over.
Ah, cool.
So we can see that you still see some of the red. So I don't want to get too close. It's getting pixelized. And then I will kind of make it semi-transparent.
Right.
And then I'll come down here and finish that shape. And it looks like... Okay. Wasn't exactly straight. So if I click here, you can see it kind of made it round.
Mm-hmm.
So you can easily trace that. And then I'm going to take another one, put it up here in the point. Try to go in between there. So then
Oh, I saw what you did. Okay.
we might have to adjust these. So like this one needs to come back out. No. This one needs to come in. And this should be straight. And that looks good to me. I think I might... yeah, maybe I'll come down a little bit here. Make this come out one. So that makes it curve, but if I click on this, you can see how the cursor changes.
Right.
And if I click on it, then it makes it a point.
But you don't need a point.
Well, I'm going to put a point right about here.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to do another one.
Right.
And then I'll bring this down and make this a curve.
Cool.
So that seems about right.
It's a crying shame they don't actually have like the font available. I remember that a couple attraction signages, like the signage for a couple attractions, like legacy attractions, actually have software font available for, commercial and personal application.
Yeah.
Example, the Webway People Mover has that. The monorail has that. Submarine Voyage has that. Skyway has that. Jungle Cruise has that. I mean, there's like a lot of attractions that have them. Just surprised that the Golden Horseshoe doesn't have that, because it's a pretty popular attraction as a show venue. Well, neither here nor there, I guess. I mean, you're doing it yourself, so.
Yeah, actually.
And it's going to be accurate, so yeah.
My I'm gonna take that away because this line is not straight here.
Oh,
Looks like it's like not. It's like odd, you know.
right.
So I have to overlap that one, and plus we're gonna have to take out the middle and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But so I can move this, make a copy, and if I hold down Shift, you can see
Right.
it stays level. And then
And then you can flip it and bring it in. Right.
so that's about right there. And then we'll copy both sides and merge them. So now it's one shape.
Sweet.
So now um, this is kind of like a little arrow with a circle, little
Right.
arrow. So we're just gonna have to kind of fake that because there's not really much to go in here. But what I can do is, oops, I want to come up here. Just create a little circle. Um, no, that's not what I want. I want to make that. No, I don't know why that didn't work. Oh, I know why. Okay. I clicked the other button. I was making a mask instead of oops, instead of being part of the. Why are we selecting everything? Okay. What is going on here? That's weird. This should not select everything. There we go. Okay, so there's our circle, and you can see I made it so it was subtracted. So now it's an actual hole.
Right.
And now we're going to do the same thing, but make these little triangle.
Oh, the embellishments on the shaft of the T. Right. That's pretty cool.
How we have to go. So we're going to merge. And There you go. You can barely see those. So I'm making mine just slightly bigger.
Right.
So looks just gotta do. Things are not cooperating today.
When do they ever?
Right. Shouldn't hold that straight. This is like halfway in a pixel. So we'll fix that. And I see that's like offset, but it's the same, so that'll work. This is not on a pixel either. So I don't know if you can see that really, but they're sitting in a halfway point between the pixels.
Oh, yes.
So we're gonna go straight and then make those kind of go up. And I would say that looks better.
Oh, yeah.
So now that it's a vector shape, so oops, that's not what I want. I can make them as big as we need. And it still keeps all the same shape. So you can make this as big as you want.
Right.
Because it's all math, pretty much just a bunch of numbers making that up.
Ah.
All right. So can I use this on any of the others? We don't have another T, so I'm just gonna probably just continue making ones from scratch. I might be able to copy this part of it though,
Uh-huh.
because those should be all the same. These will be. They look like they're the same size, no matter, even if they're on the bigger letter. They look the same. It's really hard to tell, but they do look the same. So I'm just going to name that as a T. And make another. know I can do this one just like I did the other one, but maybe I will. Hello, Rianne. How you doing tonight?
We're glad you're here, Rayanne.
In fact, I think I will only do half.
Right. Oh my gosh.
All right, so I gotta push these out. What happened?
It's science fiction, man. I can't tell you.
Yeah, little
A,
internet.
a glitch, I guess. Yep.
Okay. Thinking this one's kind of like the other one, so we'll go more than half. This needs to come up one.
Oh my gosh.
So now you can see how I'm making the rounded edge.
Right.
And this hole looks like it's bigger than this one.
Yep. Slightly.
And just like the other one. Oops. Wish that would not happen. There we go. I don't know how fun this video is to watch, but I'm having fun designing it.
That's what matters. That, and you know what the end product's going to be. I mean, it's all about getting to that goal.
Yeah.
100%. So, I mean, it's really cool watching you work incrementally to actually make these letters. It's actually fascinating because you can see the level of detail required.
Yeah.
I mean, it isn't. It is definitely not for the impatient or the instant gratification crowd. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, you definitely have to put like skill and patience into this. Like, you're investing some serious time here,
Yeah. Like
along with your ability.
the Jungle Cruise sign, I think I literally have like over 10 hours of just design.
Right? It's an awesome sign.
So I went kind of above on this one. I think I'm going to come down a little bit, even though it's in the red. So it looks like these are slightly longer than these ones. So I'll do the same on this.
Well, it's important to understand that when this sign was made in 1955, this was done by hand. This wasn't done by machine. This wasn't done. Heck, digital computers didn't exist then as they do today. I mean, so clearly, like old world, if you don't mind me saying so, craftsmanship went into the production of these. And remember, there's only one. So, I mean, again, like we're going to definitely see, so what you're doing right here is literally replicating something that hasn't been done in 70 years, but now using the benefit of technology to do it. I mean, I haven't seen anybody out there like offer a similar product.
Yeah, I did my homework, and there is some out there, but they are nothing. They are nothing like it. They're not even using this font. They use or typeface because they just use some font they found. And
so shortcuts. Right.
Yeah, and it's not even this shape. One person had the shape of the sign, but like I think it was like a photo they put on top of paper or on top of wood.
What?
Yeah, I would say that's pretty cheesy.
Yeah,
but that's exactly what Disney does. The one that Steve saw was the classic Disneyland sign. It's done the same way. They just print it on there. And I mean, I guess that is okay if it's on full color and it looks all right. But for me, I like having things tactile so you can actually touch them.
Right, textured. And I mean, it's not just about yeah, you lead into a very good point about like people with other abilities, like such as people like with ASD or people that are visually impaired. I mean, they can get enjoyment out of this product too.
Yeah,
and it's about the tactile feel of how it's constructed and the shape of everything, because clearly someone who's visually impaired is not going to be able to go to Anaheim and put their hands physically on it. You know what I mean?
right.
But you're giving them an opportunity to, albeit in a lot smaller scale.
Yeah,
If someone was so inclined, of course.
Yeah. Also, is like you can't. I better copy that letter. You can't physically touch the real sign either.
Right. There's no way.
You'll have your own little version that you can touch. That's
Right.
not what I want.
I mean, as Steve often jokes around on our regularly scheduled programming about how, you guys are making the souvenirs that people really want, as opposed to, like plastic made junk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna necessarily say family heirlooms, but definitely something that's gonna last more than a human lifetime. So I mean, that's like in and by itself, it's pretty damn cool. I mean, Lord knows. I mean, not to be cheesy, but like I'm not only a fan, I'm also a customer of the product.
Yep.
And according to Jason, I have the only one in the universe. So
you do.
So these signs are awesome and they're durable, and like literally, if you ever wanted like a sign that you're seeing at your favorite theme park, he can do it. So I think it's really cool that people have this opportunity to have their own little piece of Disney history or whatever. I mean, it's pretty cool. And really, I mean, where else are you going to get it? I mean, other than going to a competitor who is definitely taking the easy way out, and not providing a quality product as probably desired.
Right. So this does look like it's slightly smaller.
You mean as opposed to the T?
Yeah.
Right, it is.
So
And I do believe that those are actual like gems, if you will, not real gems, but like like the gems in the treasure room in the Pirates of the Caribbean,
right.
or like the Lost City of Atlantis with all the the gold and whatnot. It's like that on the submarine voyage, or well, the submarine voyage that we remember when we were young, not like the Finding Nemo stuff that you have today, obviously. But yeah, it's the same kind of like, I don't know, probably polymer, probably some kind of transparent polymer that's been shined to a high gloss.
See, this is odd.
Well, it's not necessarily symmetrical, is it?
Yeah, but it should be.
Oh my gosh.
Just for the sake of repeatability and all of these. I don't want
Right.
things to be shifting everywhere.
Oh, you want it to be more consistent.
Yeah, I mean, it is a laser cutter, right? One,
Right.
two. So
And you have the capability, of course.
I think that's good. I mean, again, this is my interpretation of it.
Right. Of course. Of course.
So we're gonna merge. Um, oops. Merge shapes. It'll select the right one. Okay, why are you not doing this? All right, do it one at a time, I guess.
Hi.
Okay, now you're being retarded. All right. It's not wanting to minus. Sometimes it can be finicky.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure why. Let me come back to that. Okay, do it my way.
Somebody's upset.
He hears the neighbors.
Ah,
So merge those. Oh, so those ones came in now. It's still being.
stubborn.
Why does this site allow it? That doesn't make any sense. Let me do this.
Yeah, that is a little weird.
Oh, wait, you didn't copy. Nope. Great. There we go. Uh, so it looks like this needs to be stretched over one. So when I take it into the other application, and
Right.
of course it'll be after everything gets a final pass or whatever, I will do an inset and do like it'll take all the edges and push it in, and then I can separate these out. So this would have a shape on the inside,
Right.
and then I'll have the border and then the outside line. So then the border will be where we do the laser engraving. And I know you said these are probably like jewels, but
Yep.
mine are going to be laser engraved like the border.
Of course.
So it'll be painted red.
Cool.
So instead of being a gem that's sticking out, it'll be inset.
Right.
But we're only talking a little bit anyway. So
Would it look like a gem from the?
I mean the color
I
will
mean
be
the
great.
paint. I mean the painting. I mean, because I presume that it's going to be applied with paint, but would it actually have like the facets painted onto the surface where those are supposed to be located? Because if you take a look at the original and and you bring it out, you can actually see the facets on like the cut gem.
Right. Well, that's going to be
Right.
you're
I
gonna
mean, but that's like crazy detail work. So I mean,
yeah you're not even gonna see
if I
those.
If I'm running my mouth, just tell me to shut up. It's
No,
all
I mean I'm
good.
just saying you're talking a ballpoint pen size.
Right, right, right.
So yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Now, if
Okay.
you were making, you know, a
Like full
good
scale.
a good size sign, then I would probably
Right.
find those like stick on jewels or something.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so oops.
Either that or we'd have to read Snow White's wish.
So you can see that part of the E is pretty much there.
Yeah.
Looks like the bottom's slightly different, but a lot of it is reusable.
Yep. Well, like you said, a lot of them are like the same size and have the same contour. It's all just now about like, I don't know, custom cutting or custom shaping to get the desired letter as opposed to a duplicate of the one you just did.
Yeah. So now I don't have the gem part. Oh, actually, I just need to. I'll just oops. Just gonna copy that part and move it over. So this is a little deceiving though because this shouldn't go up higher, but it looks like it does. But it
Slightly.
should be the same.
Yes.
So I'm gonna leave it how it is and just move this over. What just happened? Okay, I think that's better up here to do that. too. Okay. Clearly, this is too high. Oops. All right. He's very angry.
Clearly. Because somebody's messing with his piece. I know I wouldn't want to mess with his piece.
Yeah, he's all barking, not bite.
I don't want to test that. Thank you very much.
This does look like it goes higher, though. That's kind of weird.
Yes. Yes, it does.
But here it looks like it goes higher from here.
Yeah. It's like it's offset. It's weird.
I'll go one higher, but that's weird. You don't want to hear me bark.
No, I don't. Thank you.
Okay. Get rid of those. Oh, you're round. I'm going to take some liberties, so I'm not liking how that doesn't line up. But I also don't like how close this is. So maybe we shift these up and then lower that whole thing. Maybe just do that. Just like this. Because a lot of this could be because the image isn't, like I said, it's kind of askew. And you can see that if I pull out a roller, you can see it's not, oops. See, it's not totally straight.
Right.
If it's not straight that way, it's probably not straight this way either.
I would imagine.
So, yeah. So some of those lines could just be because of the sign. So all right. So even this looks like it comes in one, but it should be the same size. So I'm going to keep it that way. All right. So now looks like there's like a section there. But I think for the time being, I want to make the inside cut. Just gonna do this. I'll leave this. I think that should. Looks like it should come up, but still matches that one. I'll just have to fix this when I do the inside. Because to me that looks better, more even.
Yep. A little more symmetrical.
Yeah. Okay, so we have another H. See, look at this, these letters aren't even lining up now.
Right.
So that whole sign is totally not even.
Mm-hmm.
So we can try to adjust that. So that'll be a little better. Still not exact, but it's all right. Oops. Probably came down too far. So we have an E there. So I could probably use this middle part to do one of these. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more letters. So we already are over an hour. And I haven't even saved this yet, so that's probably a bad idea.
Oh, you don't. It doesn't have an autosave feature to it.
You can turn that on, but I didn't.
Oh, okay.
So let's save this. Uh, yeah, so you can see how long. Go 2 hours, Manny says.
Oh yeah.
um, I'll do one more letter. I'll do the H here because I can use part of this T, I think. But after that, I'm going to call it, and we will continue next time. There's plenty to do, and you can see even the next one we'll probably finish the letters, but we still have plenty to do. So,
Right.
and this actually should be fairly simple because I can copy the bottom and bring it to the top. So we're gonna take that away. Actually, get rid of this part. Actually, do this. What is going on here? There's like two things here. What happened here? I think I'll make oops. Make sure that's still the same height as the T. And it is. Suppose I should be putting a guide. It was actually longer. There we go.
Is it?
It's fine now.
Oh, okay.
It was a pixel off though. But this H looks like it's bigger over here, but this is okay. Actually, it looks like it does slightly curve. looks weird.
In what way?
Things are not lining up.
Well, I wanted to ask you about
So
those two green lines, one
yeah,
on the top and one on the bottom. I was wondering why those were there.
these
Yeah.
they're the guides.
Oh, they're just guides. Okay.
So those this is the guide for that one.
Hmm.
So I keep my same height,
Right.
and these are the guides for the smaller letters.
Ah, thank you for
Yeah.
explaining that. I appreciate it.
So I think that's good. Lock this again. Why do you keep doing that? Okay. All right, dog. You're fine.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
Okay. I think that's good.
Cool.
I just want to see if I can change this image again. Make it oops, a little more even. That's a little better.
Yeah.
Still not exact, but it'll do. We're getting there.
Oh, yeah, one step at a time.
So, like I said, once we get like one of these, like I can repeat them. I think like 3 or 4 times. So those will go pretty quickly.
I'm sure.
You repeat these sides, we get those ones. So really, like I said, it's like only like 4 or 5 maybe, and then there's these ones, and
Right.
these ones are slightly different. Do one of these, copy it. Do one of these, copy it. Half of that, and then if you notice, the outline slightly goes over on from this, so I'll do that as well. So the will be um, in in the inside of the board a little bit.
Of course.
So that will be kind of the same way. Once I get these all together, I can take all those and do an offset, and just instead of an inset, I'll do an offset. So make it out, and that will create that line for us. This part you can see doesn't do that, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too worried about that. But yeah. Um, all right. I guess that'll do for now. So we will continue next week. Well, maybe Steve will continue next week, and then I'll pick this up after, because I'll let Steve finish his Disneyland sign,
Right.
and then we will do a giveaway for that one. We're not gonna do a giveaway tonight because we're not finished with the sign. So, um, but we'll do the giveaway next week for Steve's sign.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Um, go back to ourselves here. I don't know. We have 5 people watching. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
If you guys falling asleep or is it entertaining? I don't know. But I thank you guys for watching, and it's always glad to see everybody here.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
But let me know what you guys think. Is this something you like? Is this something we should continue doing? Like after I make this one, should we do the Big Thunder Mountain sign? Um, there's tons of stuff I want to do. So
Well, if you don't mind me saying so, uh, those of you watching, and those of you that will be watching later, if there's a sign you want to see made, please write it down in the comments. Let's see what you'd like to see. I mean, and we and Jason and Steve can definitely see if they can do it.
yeah. Good night, Christina. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thank you, Christina.
Thank you, Rianne. She says it's looking
Thank
great
you,
so
Rianne.
far.
Yeah, it is. Looking fantastic.
Christina. Yeah, I swear, Christina, you're this far from making yourself a mod. She's doing everything for us without even asking. Um, yeah, but as Lewis said, if there's something you want to see us do, hopefully something that no one else has done.
Right.
Um, I mean, I could think of a handful right off the bat.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we'll just take it, one show at a time or multiple shows at a time, I guess, depending on how many parts this is.
Right. And there's thousands of signs, of signs.
And it doesn't have to be Disney either. I mean, we can do Universal or not. Or
sure, Cedar Fair. Yep.
I had this one thing. I think I showed it before. Let's see if I have an image of it. Something from Knott's I saw. It's like a panel they had on the door where you can push.
Right.
But it's just really cool. All the same thing on this, like the filigree or accents, whatever you want to call them. There's another name I'm forgetting. It starts with an F. Like this, what do they call the Scout logo? The
fleur de lis.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see.
Which is the symbol of Imperial France.
Right. Where did I put that? Design projects. nuts. Yeah, here we go. This is I just saw this and I thought that was pretty cool. Like if you can make that,
Oh, that's pretty.
like
Yeah.
I'll make it out of wood, but make it bronze color.
Right. That's
Yeah,
pretty as
just looks
all
pretty
get
cool.
out. Oh, absolutely. And nobody else is doing it.
No, um, there is another sign. I don't want to. I shouldn't show it. I
Some
will.
things are some things are better left unseen until we're
Yeah,
ready.
I will say it's another vlogger that has nothing to do with Disneyland or theme parks. Um, but it is a ghost town, and I'll leave it at that. And it's a very popular one. So if you know, you know.
Hmm.
But I
Hmm.
have started making that sign for him a while ago, and
That's cool.
I was in contact with him, and then we lost contact.
Ah,
So I think if I finish that, maybe I would do it on camera,
that'd be cool.
um, but not live, but probably film it, and then play it later,
Right.
just so no one else gets the idea and tries to do it before me.
Right.
But it is like the design is pretty much done. I just got to do it. So,
Cool. Excellent.
um, yeah. So anyway, like I said, there's plenty of stuff to do. So, hey Heather, how's it going? You're joining just as we're ending here, but feel free to watch the replay.
Please.
Did you get your package yet, Heather? I shipped out the prizes to her.
Oh, cool. Excellent.
And Manny, I'll send your button tomorrow. Manny won the button yesterday or Friday,
Awesome.
Saturday, whatever
Yes.
it is.
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. So I was working on a couple signs today. I had a Small World sign and one of the Leaving Today signs.
Oh, good deal.
But then my laser having issues. Got it fixed though. So they're a day late. But yeah. Um, what are they talking about? Justin. You guys talking about Justin Scard? So they say Justin and they said, does he know Allie? Are you asking me if I know? I know them both.
Yes.
They're both really nice people. And they're a complete opposite than what they are on camera. Justin's the quiet one, and Allie talks a lot. Anyway, have your stuff displayed. Oh, cool. All right. Well, there's nothing more. I guess we'll leave it be. And again, be sure to comment below and let us know your thoughts. And like, subscribe, share for friends and family. You know the whole deal. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs. Um, I'll just put up the link really fast. I don't have to do the whole spiel. But where is it at? Here we go. You follow the QR code. If you don't know, just scan it with your phone. It should come up with a link with the camera on your phone, and it'll take you to the page, and describe what you need to do to subscribe to all the channels. I did put up the link for Leaving Today podcast on there, so that gives you
Sweet.
what is
One
that?
chance.
8 total
8
chances.
chances. Yep.
So I don't think we'll be adding another one unless, again, Lou makes his channel. But you never know. Before the end of the
Never
year,
know.
we'll see. Maybe just make a channel and people can subscribe, and you'll be ahead of time.
Oh, like what Manny did, right?
Yeah, and or Leo.
Oh yeah, like Leo did, right, right, right.
So again, thank you for watching, and we will see you Friday.
Have a great day.
And
Have a
actually,
great week.
yeah, Wednesday we'll be releasing another movie review.
Sweet.
Yeah, those are never live because we record them. We actually record them before the write-throughs now. So he has a random logo at Knott's. Oh yeah, he has the branded logo. Justin does.
Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I actually made him a sign a long time ago, kind of the same fashion, like a laser engraved. You can see it in the background of some of his stuff.